Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jeida Story, and I am so excited to have you here with us for another pick a card. Today, we're looking at the blunt truth, and I'm telling it like it is, y'all. We're going to get in here and get a quick word, a quick message about your situation. And I am just going to tell you as bluntly as I can. I know that's not my usual tone, that's not my usual style over here, but sometimes we just got to cut to the chase. And so that's what is going to be happening in today's reading. Of course, I want to thank my channel members. Thank you so much for being a channel member. I am so excited. We are growing. Our community is growing, and I'm excited about all of the amazing videos that I have planned that are channel member exclusives. So if you are not yet a channel member and you want to get in on what I have cooking up, then I recommend that you join by clicking on the link in the description box so that you can become a Storytelling Tarot channel member as well. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you always know when I have something new here available for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into today's message. As you can see, we have 3 chapters today. We have Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio for chapter 1. Chapter 2 is Adjustments Are Required, third quarter moon. And chapter 3 is Conclusions Are Within Reach, full moon eclipse. So take a moment and take a deep breath. Really focus in on which card is calling to you. And then we're going to get into the blunt truth about your situation. All right, let's go ahead and get started with chapter 1. Hello, my chapter 1s. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cards here. We're going to first do a read on your situation. That is how you will know if this reading is indeed for you, if you have chosen the right chapter. So let's get started with that, and then we'll get into the blunt truth. All right, Spirit, for all of those who are in chapter 1, can you show me what is the current situation? What is the current situation for all of those who are in chapter 1? 6 of Cups, the Tower, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. It seems like there has been a change in a relationship of some sort, and the change has caused some miscommunication. I need to cover up Miss Thing because I don't want YouTube to trip. Actually, it's just brief nudity. It's okay. If they trip, they trip, right? Um, there seems like there's been a change in a relationship. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So I'm wondering if this is like dealing with a woman or even a mother figure in your life. But there feels like there's some type of scenario that's going on where there's been a change and now there's some miscommunication in the relationship, right? The 8 of Wands is speaking about someone who just is not hearing you clearly, or the words, the communications are just not as masterful as they should be, right? But it does feel like whatever this is, whether it's a relation, whatever type of relationship it is, even if it's not dealing with the mother, it's one that you care about. Is one that you care about. And it just feels like things are just not quite as skillful when it comes to communication right now. And maybe you're feeling like you can't really say what you need to say. This could also be if you are a mother or a parent, this could be a relationship with your children. But there's something definitely here that you may be feeling frustration because maybe you are not feeling heard or understood. Maybe you are feeling like you are unable to say what needs to be said. But it feels like things are moving slowly. There's been a particular change here that has caused things to slow down almost to a halt. Is there anything else here, Spirit? Okay, let's get into the blunt truth. What's the blunt truth for my chapter 1s? First of all, some things you just got to walk away from. Some things you just have to walk away from. And like if part of this is like you having to leave a relationship or a dynamic that has been operating in a particular way, you can walk away. You have full autonomy to move on. So whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, whatever that is, like you have full autonomy to move on. And sometimes that's exactly what you need to do because there are things for you to see. There are people for you to actually be in connection with that do want to see you and do want to understand who you are and who do want to add on and cheer you on, right? Cheer you on. So, first of all, that's the first thing is when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. Five of Cups reverse. And something here, this is somebody's ancestors like, and don't be crying, doing all that crying about it. Now, y'all know I normally wouldn't say nothing like that, but somebody's ancestors saying is like, baby, like all the crying. Let's move past that. The Five of Cups reverse is like we are actually trying to move you away from what has been painful. Like it's going to actually hurt you more to stay in the situation when you know that the change has caused it has come for a reason. It's for your alignment. It's for your good. So some of you may be holding on to nostalgia and holding on to how it used to be. And Spirit is saying, no. You deserve happiness now. I know you care about that thing. I know you care about that person, place, or thing. And also, you deserve to be happy too. Ooh, okay. What else? What else? What's the blunt truth? What's the blunt truth? Eight of Pentacles. You actually got other things to be worried about. There's actually other things that are more important and significant at this time, particularly like it's time for you to focus on your own growth. You so busy worried about what other people are thinking and saying about what you're supposed to be doing in this hour when the real focus should be on you and your betterment, you and your self-development, you and your money, right? You should be worried about your own bag and your own money at this time. Six of Wands, because you are a victor. Because you are a victor. You are actually so successful, and you have been beating yourself up about how because of this situation, right? Because of the shifting, because of the changing, right? And maybe even blaming yourself for how signals have been getting crossed. Nah, Spirit says you're actually very masterful in what you do and how you come across. Do you see yourself as such though? Because they do. They see you as such. These two here. Yeah, see, look at that. The Magician and the Ten of Wands reverse. Yeah, they're saying it's time to put the burden down. It's time to put the burden down. You are the magician. You got to start acting like you know who the fuck you are. You got to start acting like you know who the fuck you are. Work through your fears, do Moon and Scorpio. Work through your fears. The old is gone. And that has been slowing you down. It's time to move on. There is more and better for you. The Ten of Wands in reverse is like, let it go for good this time. I know that you love them. I know that you like them. I know that you like that team. It's time to move on. Because it's time for you to stand on your own. Particularly, it's time for you to stand on your own. Who are you going to be in this season? Look at that. Two of Wands at the bottom. Who are you going to be in this season? Who do you want to become in this season? Huh? Yeah. So yeah. With the ten of cups at the bottom. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. 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 So, um, let's see. What advice? Chapter 1. What advice do we have for chapter 1 at this time? Chariot. It's time for your progress, my love. It's time for your progress. It's time for your progress. It's time for you to push on. It's time to show them what you're made of. It's time for you to work with the tower and not against the tower. It's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet. Yeah. If this reading has been resonating with you, I would love if you could drop me a comment that says, I know who I am. Mm-hmm. I want to ask a final question. That's this card right here because I can feel it under my hand. I want to know the answer to this. How do you work through your fears? I could ask what the fears are, but that we will be here all day. There's so many fears, right? That could come up in all of this. Fear of walking away, fear of moving through the emotion, fear of focusing, fear of success and being seen, fear of being powerful, fear of letting go, fear of moving on. We could go on and on and on. And maybe I named one of yours, and maybe there's so many others that I didn't name. This card is going to represent how you work through whatever fear you're holding. And the answer is the King of Pentacles, knowing your worth. Knowing your worth. I always talk about the King of Pentacles being the king who is in touch with his ability to create wealth and abundance, the ability to grow, the ability to take the raw materials of a thing and turn it into beauty, turn it into money, turn it into worthiness. And so it starts with you, King Midas. Touch yourself first. Know that you are the gift. That is not what the King of Pentacles holds in their hand, right? It's about themselves as the tool, themselves as the gift of worthiness. They know exactly how to bring life where there was once death. They know how to sow seeds. They know how to move through all the seasons. They did start from the bottom, and now they are in a place of elevation. They know how to get it out the mud. They have that testimony. And so you working through your fears, what you have to know is you can trust yourself. You can trust your decision making. You can use the gift of the King of Pentacles to nurture a seed, to till the ground, to allow there to be time to pass before you judge or before you negate the work that's been put in. No, the seed that you planted, it will bloom, but you don't harvest in the same season that you sow. The King of Pentacles knows that. So working through your fears is not an overnight success, but it will be a success. All you have to do is stay focused and committed to you. And the rest, we'll hear all about it in your success story. All right, my chapter ones, I hope that was helpful. We'll see you in the next reading. Hey, my chapter twos, welcome to your reading. We are looking at the blunt truth. You chose adjustments are required, the third quarter moon. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side and let's shuffle the deck so that we can get, we're going to start with your situation. I'm going to pull on your situation to just kind of, double check the energy. It'll let you know as well whether or not this chapter is for you. All right, Spirit. Everyone who has chosen chapter 2, can you show me their current situation? What is the current situation for all of those who are in chapter 2? 3 of Swords reversed. Ooh, lots of cards. All of these cards? Okay, we're going to keep them. 5 of Wands reversed, King of Swords, and the 9 of Cups was there on his side. I'll leave it there. We'll let it hang out. Your current situation. So you've been doing some healing. Some of y'all have been in therapy. Some of y'all been with y'all been getting like coaching, like y'all been doing the things and y'all been moving through some difficult stuff, right? Some of y'all are really moving through the seed, not the seed. You've been moving through suffering through comparison. Like that's part of what you've been moving through. That's part of what you've been working to heal. The temptation, the seduction of comparison, and feeling like people are out to get you. I feel like that's part of what you've been moving through. This King of Swords here feels like you are stepping more into your power. You are really starting to say a lot more, communicate with more precision, actually. And this feels like it's been coming at the help of, like I said, like a therapist or a coach or some other very wise mentor, maybe a parent. Some type of leader has been assisting you, or I feel like you've had the assistance of someone very wise, and it has helped you kind of rise in your own power. The Nine of Cups here is also really nice because it is showing me that flowing from either this connection with the King of Swords, or you forming yourself into the King of Swords, you are flowing into this season of satiation, right? The Nine of Cups is like, I am not thirsty. I have more than enough. Right? I am in touch with my feelings and it doesn't scare me because I am doing the healing work. That five of wands reverse also with all of these cards, right? All three of these cards are telling me that you've been doing some severing, right? That you have maybe ended a relationship or ended a connection or ended, and the connection does not have to be with a person. It could literally be, you could have been severing parts of yourself from things, right? Like, I am no longer going to operate in that energy. I am no longer going to be that kind of person in this relationship. I'm no longer going to show up in that particular way. I'm no longer going to be spoken to that way. This is how I'm going to be spoken to. This is how I want to speak to others. This is how I want to show up. You are leading in a very strong way. Um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Some of y'all may be teachers as well. And it's almost like you are like teaching to, even if you're not teaching in a classroom, it's almost like some of you are teaching, you're like teaching your inner children, it's okay. It's okay. You can come out now. Like, you're guarding them. You can come out now, and then we can just be together, right? We can be satiated now, right? Because we're not worried about pleasing other people. We're not worried about how we look to other people. We're not worried about who has on what, if we are good enough. We're not worried about that anymore. We're healing now, right? Okay. So let's get the blunt truth. What's the blunt truth on my chapter twos? Thank you, Spirit. What's the blunt truth for my chapter twos? The blunt truth, the blunt truth. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you are making up for lost time. You making up for lost time. There's some opportunities that have been lost, and you're like, part of your healing is trying to get it back. Trying to get back the time that was lost, because maybe you wasted time on a lot of relationships and a lot of people, and maybe you're just now coming to terms with that. I said that some of y'all are severing relationships. I think you realize like some of this has been a lost cause. Some of these investments just aren't worth my time, and so that's why I have to get rid of it. I have to move on. And some of y'all know that with the with the high priestess. Some of y'all are very spiritual. Probably many of y'all who are watching this video, very spiritual, and there are things that your spirits have been revealing to you and telling you time and again. And they're not like getting on you, but also they're kind of getting on you to say, baby, you already knew this. You already knew what they were up to. You already knew how this was going to go. I'm glad that you are in the healing now. And also, don't let them play in your face like that no more. Oh, that was for somebody. Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So, when it comes to making up for lost time, that does not mean that you got to overdo it, because they don't want you to do is to overcompensate. Okay, well, I lost this opportunity over here, so I got to make it up over here. No, that ain't it either. That ain't it either. Mm-mm. 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 Because sometimes you need to sit and bask in the healing energy for longer, a little longer. Sometimes you gotta, I'm sorry, I keep bumping my mic. Sometimes you gotta sit in the energy a little bit longer. Don't rush the healing process. That's what's important for you right now, chapter 2. Don't rush the healing process. Don't think, okay, well, got that checked off the list. Now I can move on. Nah, they don't want you to move on. There is yet deeper healing that's necessary, right? So for you, you need to go deeper, deeper down into your healing. For some of you, you're just starting. You're just starting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. What are the ways that you self-sabotage? What are the ways that you get in your own way? Or as I said to a client recently, what are you unwilling to do for your life to be the way you really say you want it to be? Huh? What are you unwilling to do? Because the thing that you are unwilling to do is exactly what's keeping you stuck. There's more to be done. There's more to be done in your healing journey. There's more to be done. So keep going. You're doing a great job. And there's more to be done. And perhaps that's why the Nine of Cups is on its side. Because you are moving into satiation. You are moving into wish fulfillment. And there's still a little bit of wiggle room that has to happen, right? The thing has to shift a little bit more. And that's okay. Don't be discouraged in that. Because you've already done good work. You've already done good work, which is why you don't have to overdo it now. You just have to keep yielding to the work. Keep yielding to the process, right? So as the card says, adjustments are required. Continue to adjust, right? The Magician. Do you see yourself as powerful? I love that this card came out after the Eight of Swords. You are more powerful than you sometimes give yourself credit for. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Even if people played with you, even if you were a totally different person in the past, you're still the Magician. You are still the Magician. Two of Wands. The beautiful thing here is that what has happened in your past does not dictate your future. You have a very bright future, chapter 2. Very bright. Very bright. There is so much that is yet coming your way as long as you get out of your way. As long as you actually believe it and start pursuing, start planning, start moving towards the future that you want for yourself. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let anything from your past stop you, right? Look at that. Knight of Swords. Listen, it's important for you to save yourself. Save yourself, chapter 2. And you determine what that looks like. This year, I've been calling the year of compassionate self-mastery. Compassion simply meaning what you do to alleviate your own suffering. How are you currently in a state of suffering? And what can you do to alleviate it? Now, I know there are so many other ways, many ways that folks are suffering right now. And there are so many things that are beyond our control. So I'm talking about what is within your means of control, Magician, what you actually have possible. What are you doing about it? It's not like you don't have the power to. You're the King of Swords. You're the Magician. You have access to the High Priestess. So, what are you going to do with all that power as you are making these changes in your life? As you are moving through your healing? Because I feel such power from this group. I just want y'all to keep moving and not, I want you to resist the urge to stay right here in this Eight of Swords. Because on the other side of this Eight of Swords is movement and possibility. It's not enough just to start and have an awareness of the healing that's necessary. Follow through. Keep going so that you can fully embody and embrace the world of the Nine of Cups. Now, let's get some advice. What's the advice for those who are in chapter 2? The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, as an advice card, is saying you should actually focus on the things that bring you joy. Why do I say that? That's the card of disappointment. That's the card of it is what it is. Blase blah. Right? So there's an advice card. This is saying invest your emotions in the things, in the endeavors, in the relationships that satisfy, that actually get you excited, that actually means something to you. Because settling for blase blah is not going to cut it. That's what keeps you in the Eight of Swords. That's what keeps you in a state of feeling like you're missing out. This is the card of FOMO, missing out, and then having to overcompensate, overdo it, overwork. If you've done the work of trying to make changes in your life enough to sever and to change, then you owe it to yourself not to be stuck in blase blah. Get more. Also, this is the card of meditation and the card of ritual. So what are your spiritual connections, grounding? That's going to be key for you now. If this reading has been resonating with you, I would love if you could drop me a comment that says, I know I'm powerful. I like that. I know I'm powerful. Now I'm going to ask one final question. Because you have this adjustments are required card. So I'm just going to ask, what is one? What is one adjustment that's required for you at this time? And it is the Knight of Cups reversed. So the Knight of Cups reversed is this offer, right? Of love, of romance, of dreams, desires, right? For some of you, you need to reimagine the dreams that you have. Not that they're bad dreams, not that they're bad desires, but who told you to dream that? Whose desires are you holding? Are they yours? Are they someone else's that you were comparing your life up against? You need to adjust the dreams that you have. Not because, like I said, they're not good for you, but I wonder, are they really yours? Are the plans that you have for your life, are they your plans? Are they your mama's plans, your daddy's plans, your grandmama's plans, the ancestors' plans? What do you want for your life? Chapter 2. You ain't do all this healing for nothing. Do you have some people's expectations that you're trying to balance? And is that what's keeping you stuck? Something to consider. All right, my loves, I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hello, my chapter 3s. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen Conclusions Are Within Reach, the full moon eclipse. And we are about to get into the blunt truth of your situation. Let's start with what your situation is. Let's see what's going on, and then we'll get some answers. We'll get the blunt truth out. Let's see. 6 of Swords. Yeah, Spirit, tell me, what's the current situation for those who are in chapter 3? Ace of Cups and the Emperor reversed. Oh, it looks like some of y'all are trying to get out of a situation. It could be a relationship. The Emperor could be someone you're in relationship with who is just not, your heart's not there anymore. For others, it could be a job, because the Emperor can also represent jobs, but it's just not giving what it used to give. And so you're ready to move on. You're ready to move into something that is satisfying and something that is enthralling and exciting. But somewhere you're feeling controlled and like you can't move on. You can't move. If it's a job, maybe it's because it's a great paying job, or because you can't find another job. If it's a relationship, maybe it's like, well, I've been with this person for a long time. I don't know what it looks like without them. I don't know what it's like to be just me. But as the card says, conclusions are within reach. Okay, let's get the blunt truth. Let's get the blunt truth for all who are in chapter 3. What's the blunt truth? Knight of Swords. Baby, you know you want to get out of there. You know you're ready to move on. You know you're ready to move on. Um, what are the things that you need to get in order to do so? Oh, these cards? Okay. Yeah. What are the things that you need to do in order to move forward? What will make you feel good is the question. What will make you feel good? Because whether or not you should go, it's ultimately up to you. But what will make you feel prepared to actually make the move is the question. Um, yeah, yeah. You have this with the Queen of Wands. It does feel like it's related to a job for a lot of y'all. For some of you, for those that card, I'm gonna try to get away. For those where this is applying to a job, um, especially if this is like a job like a toxic boss, you're a better leader than they are. You are more fitting for their role. If that scares you, then that's something to talk about. But um I think that speaks to you and who you are and your power and your leadership ability. I also feel like there's something for you to explore. That is, like I said, is exciting to you. There's more out there for you, and you know it. It's not necessarily at home. It's not within the place of comfort. There's something more out there for you to discover. You have, yep, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. There's also more money to be made. Period. There's more money to be made. Because if it's about a job, like you're likely not applying at the right level. You need to be thinking higher. You're supposed to be a boss. Don't be applying to no lowly jobs and just stay there. You need to aim higher. You need to aim higher. Page of Wands, whatever this is something brand new, something you've never done. And that might be intimidating to you. And also, I need you to trust yourself. I need you to trust yourself and your capability. You came through as I'm sorry, I said Queen of Wands. This is the King of Wands. That's the King of Wands. You are the boss. You do know. You are creative. You know how this goes. Interesting. You have this with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. You like there's like you it's like waiting around to see. Stop waiting around to see if things are going to shift. Waiting around to see if it's a job, waiting around to see if the job situation is going to change, if the school situation is going to change. You waiting around to see so that you can just kind of like stick around. No. If you feel that in your chest, if you feel that in your body that it's time for you to move, waiting around to see is dishonoring. Waiting around to see is dishonoring. Three of Swords reversed. Oh, this has been weighing on your mind and your heart for sure with the devil. Yeah, this definitely feels like it's work. Now, for some of y'all, it may be relationship. Because some of y'all have been putting in a lot of work when it comes to relationships. You've been putting in a lot. There's been a lot of healing and a lot of shifting and changing even within that. But some things y'all are waiting around to see on. But my question is, are you getting what you are putting into the relationship? And so there are some conversations that need to be had, right? When it comes to interpersonal relationships, there are some conversations. Have the conversations. Let me get a clarifier for the devil card. Spirit, why is the devil card here on this spread? Six of, oh, okay. I'm getting kind of, this is not a spicy read, but I'm kind of getting a spicy read off this because it's kind of giving playground. The devil card with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is like, this is how it used to be, or this is how it's always been. And maybe you do have to do something different. This is in a relationship. Maybe you do have to do something different. If this is with a job, maybe it is something different. You cannot be the old you. You have to be a new you, right? You have to move into this Ace of Cups. You have to be in the energy of what happens when you begin to heal, when you begin to address the difficult thing. Then you can let go of the tether that's been holding you, no matter how long it's been there. Now, if this is a relationship, with the Judgment card, this is about the truth, being honest about the relationship. I see a lot of love, and I see there seems to be some things that have not been communicated that need to be. The devil just feels like the elephant in the room. There's something that is compelling and keeping y'all there, but it's not necessarily, I said playground before, but this is starting not to feel so fun anymore, right? But maybe that's the point. You need to get to the fun and get away from this energy. Same thing for a job. It's time for you to move on to the next thing. This is a calling, right? For your soul purpose. You were not supposed to be trapped. You were not supposed to be in that dead end job, right? They weren't supposed to be talking to you any kind of way and ordering you around and treating you like that. Don't be waiting around to see. It's time to move on. What is the advice? Wait. What's the advice for all of those who are in chapter 3? What's the advice? This one here. 5 of Cups reversed. I got joy. This is the card about of moving on, looking forward, like having no regrets. Having no regrets. Spirit is saying, have no regrets. Trust that you are doing the right thing. Yeah. Have no regrets. Don't be sad about moving on. Don't be sad about what's new. Don't be sad about leaving behind what has been toxic and controlling and conniving. For some of you, this is an exit plan. You've been trying to figure out how can you get out of a situation, right? And there's been some disorganization. So this is saying, move, whatever you do it without regret, whatever your decision is. So if this reading has been resonating with you, I would love if you could drop me a comment that says, I deserve to be happy. Because that's what I really feel about this. I deserve, like, chapter 3, you deserve to be happy. And I think you need to know that. I think you need to know that. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to see what else is out there. You deserve to see what's over on the other side, somewhere over the rainbow. You deserve this Ace of Cups. You deserve that. You do. Now, the card here on the left says conclusions are within reach. I just want to know, it says conclusions. So many things are going to be wrapping up and making sense to you soon. I want to know just one. Spirit, can you tell me what's at least one thing, one conclusion that's within reach for my chapter 3s? 3 of Wands reversed. 3 of Wands reversed. As a conclusion, it's so interesting because it's like the 3 of Wands reversed really feels like to me, like it feels like when you are like moving aimlessly, right? When you really don't know what to do, you just feel like either life is just stagnant and nothing's moving, or you're moving aimlessly. And so that is coming to a conclusion. You're going to have a clear plan, right? We talked about disorganization, not really having things working out the way that you need them to because it's just not, or because something's getting in your way and controlling you. The 3 of Wands were in reverse as a conclusion that's within reach is, pessimism, right? It's the lack of faith, believing that things won't change. That's coming to a close for you, chapter 3. Like I said, you deserve to be happy. And listen, I believe that it will be so. Do you? All right, my loves. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.